Alright guys, so welcome back to a new video. We're back on the ZVE10 just because I want to have a little bit more of that cinematic look to my videos. I was going back and watching some of my older videos on the ZVE10 and I was just like, man, like the convenience of the Osmo Pocket cannot be beat because it just makes recording so easy. Like you put your camera on the tripod, you flip it open, you put a mic on, and you literally control the Osmo from the mic. The convenience is extremely hard to compete with, but in that 1-inch sensor, it cannot compete when it comes to like actually capturing like the fidelity when you compare it to like a crop sensor camera or even like a full frame. It's just not gonna be like, it's like comparing like, yeah, they're both fruits, but you know, one's a chocolate covered strawberry. So anyways, um I think for today I have a single at 7 and I have a heavy top set of 4 reps, I think. Let me double check that for you guys. So I have a single at 7 with a top set of 4 at 7 to 8. I did 440 for 2 last week, and I honestly don't have an idea of what I am going to hit. I would love to say like 1,000 to 1,000 plus, but I just gotta take what's there and listen to my body. Something that I was thinking about today, when I was getting ready to go to the gym is there is a difference of training every session to an RPE 8 or higher and training like it's an RPE 8 or higher. Does that make sense? And it all starts with intensity. Like, if you are excited to train for your RPE 6 or lower days, your RPE 7 or lower days, with the same fervor that you train for your RPE 7 to 8 or 8 plus days, I promise you, you guys are gonna have much better results. I was just thinking about that today because I don't have yeah, my top set of 4 is RPE 7 to 8, but where I'm at right now with my squats is like almost uncharted, right? I am a little bit heavier. I am around 415 pounds right now in the morning. I am holding a lot of water and a lot of fatigue, so I'm taking advantage of it. You know, if I can utilize these extra pounds to my advantage, I need to. You know, I need to build some stronger nervous system connections. I need to, you know, build some muscle while I can. I'm excited, you know, like I don't feel too bad at 415. I just feel heavier. Like I just feel like more dense in my chest. My legs feel like they're growing again. So I'm just like, I would like not to get heavier than 415. I am gonna start throwing cardio back in today. I did cardio for like a month and a half going into Worlds, and then I stopped after Worlds. So I'm trying to get back into it. But anyways, guys, Transparent Labs, Cold Mega. I've been rocking the strawberry mango flavor. I'm about to take a scoop, and we're just gonna start warming up into these squats, man. Hopefully we do some crazy shit today. It's just so easy out of the hole, but it's just the fatigue, man. the actual weight, like on my body, it's like, God, that shit feels heavy, bro. That shit feels so heavy. Had a bit of a dilemma, well, not a dilemma, like more of a hiccup. And I know you guys always comment like, hey, Jesus, like, why do you do these weights with no spotters? And it's just, the thing is, your gut, like, what's more important is doing a single at 1,000 pounds, or is doing a top set of 4 at over 900. Like, what's more important? What is going to give me more gains, right? So I just think that my body was trying to tell me something. Like, it just, I don't know if it's because I'm holding so much water right now. Maybe that's why I'm so heavy. I know my low back has really been getting its ass kicked from training. So it's just like, I'm going to take what just happened as my body like telling me like, yo, Jesus, maybe this is not the best course of action. Now, the truth is, nothing that I'm doing is the best course of action. It's just, I compete in a sport where this is the cost. It's the cost, it's the price. And you gotta pay it every day. So I think I'm going to drop down to probably 425. I think 937 for 4 would still be a really good set, but I just gotta make sure that I do my actual squats today. I need to make sure that I'm doing my squats and not just doing like a few top sets, blah, blah, blah. And then like having to make up for it on Thursday with pendulum squats. Like, don't get me wrong, like doing 20 variated 21 pendulum squats, I've been experiencing like some pretty good growth in a short time frame. But then again, you know, it's like when you're natural, like you only have so much leash to push before, like, you know, you're out of length. And I think I'm getting to that point rapidly. I literally just had a man come up to me and tell me that he had a dream where God told me, where God told him to come and show me like this product. No, I'm not gonna show it. It's like some kind of like nerve stimulator, right? You know how like a lot of people use like shock therapy to, what's the word? Like they use shock therapy to like stimulate the muscles for recovery. Similar concept. So, you know, I'm gonna be, I went to church yesterday for the first time in a long time. The last time I went to church was with my mom. And I ain't gonna lie, guys, it hurt. It hurt really bad to be in that building without her. But I know it's what my mom would have wanted. I know it's what God wants from me, is to, you know, to be disciplined, to be a man of faith, to be consistent. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the yellow, and then we're gonna go ahead and rip this for a set of 4, man. And then after that, I'll probably drop more than 8%, honestly. I might drop to 804 maybe, and knock out my last 2 sets of 4 at 804. Cause it's like these kind of weights, man, like if your spine, if your body was like unbreakable, then yeah, you in theory could rep out everything at the exact percent, at the exact required intensity, just like a machine. But the thing is, like, some of these things wear and tear. They builds up, the fatigue, the damage. It's very serious. So it's like you can't just come into this gym and just be moronic. You like when you're pushing the envelope, you gotta know when to fold. That's like rule number 1 from gambling. Like, you gotta walk away when you're up. Walk away when you're up, and that's what we're doing right now. Like, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, like Tuesday through Sunday, but I can still walk. I can still train. I'm still able-bodied. Like, it's just decompressing, mobility, and I'm making it through. But when you push the envelope too much, and you go and you just start over betting, and you start, like, you know, tilting, we all know what happens with that. So let's go ahead and walk out while we're up. Go to a different game. That's really what it is. You know, you're punching and jumping. Not bad, not bad. I dare say I could have done 2 more. Good, buddy.
How you doing?
Squatting? Squatting? I didn't record, so okay. I did 937 for 4, and then I dropped down to 716 for 4 sleeveless with the loose belt, and then I watched an NFL edit of Kirk Cousins when he's talking about the win feeling good, and it feels good because you earned it, and it's just like, I got hype. What can I say? So I ended up jumping to 385 kg, 848 pounds, and I hit that for 4 sleeveless. That's the most. No. Have I hit 800 plus for 4? I mean, the one before sleeveless. I might have, but that's the most I've repped sleeveless. But I did put my belt a little bit more like attuned to what I have it normally for like my heavies. So that just goes to show that your belt is more important than your sleeves. So if you are a stiff sleeve, soft sleeve enthusiast, you guys just need to get strong. Like, there's no and ifs or about it. If you have the mindset of codependency on a piece of equipment, I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, now I do have some bench. Let me see what we have. Okay, we have 3 sets of 6 at 7 to 8. So pretty heavy. If I can do anywhere between 440 to 484 for a top set of 6, I think that's gonna be phenomenal today. So that's kind of the range that which I'm aiming. And then after that, I have seated cable roll, hammer curls, and seated ham curl. So some leg accessories and a little bit of back. So my camera is like on 22%, so I'm going to charge my camera during my first few warm-up sets, and then once we get to like last set before the top and then top, I'll record those 2 bench sets, and then we'll go on with our day. So far we're having a pretty good Monday. You know, I am a little upset about having to rack that 1,000. But then I made up for it on that top set of 4. You know, I kind of drew the line, and I was like, I got to go for the 4. Ended up moving better than I was expecting. And then instead of like feeling so beat up that I couldn't do the last few sets, I had enough juice and energy left to finish and do reasonable weight within reasonable circumstances. So we're having a good day. Now we just got to have some good benching, and we're gonna be all right. All right, guys, going straight to the top. I've done 1 plate for 6, 2 plates for 6, 3 plates for 6. That was really like my first set. But this set, I just gotta go for it while I still got the juice left, man. I can't keep doubting myself. I'm hurting. I have a pinched nerve, and it's like, what am I gonna do about it? I'm gonna hit that shit for 6. That's what I'm gonna fucking do about it. Oh, what I say? What I say? It's a mind game. Get over yourself. We're done with today's session. I'm like super pumped. So for accessories today, we had seated cable rolls with ham curls and hammer curls. So knock those out of the way. Push the intensity on them. So something that I've been implementing lately with my accessories is I've been pushing my reps into the 20s, right? If a maxed out exercise is still too light, 15 reps in, I'll do 20. And then if it starts to feel hard at 20, I do 2 more. So once I get to a point where I feel like it's a good set, 2 more reps, mandatory. So that's been something new. But honestly, I'm very happy with today's session. I would give today like a 90. I am honestly a little bothered that I didn't finish my single, but at the same time, I'm glad I did it because I ended up having good volume. 937 for 4, followed by 716 for 4 sleeveless, followed by 848 for 4 sleeveless. So I'm not pissed, like my intensity was really good today. My body felt very fatigued. Didn't really sleep that good last night. Had a hard time falling asleep. And then I woke up early because my youngest, he's been kind of going through a sleep regression. So I've been waking up when Saria gets out of bed just because his cries wake me up. And then this morning, Saria started going back to the gym. So from like 6:30, I've been up since like 6:30. So still had a really good session, really good intensity, really good focus. Got the job done today. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy that I can take that home to the bank. I can take that with me and build off of it. Now, I don't have enough time to do cardio now, but I'm gonna go do cardio home. I think I'm gonna put my youngest in our stroller and go for a walk around the complex. No shirt on, get a nice tan, and just gotta stay hydrated. Eat a meal, eat a protein shake, and then we gotta build. Oh, and then I almost forgot, I pushed bench, It's been a long time since I've done 450 for more than a set of 6. We did 484 for 2 sets of 6. So I think we're gonna pull back a little bit on Wednesday. Really focus on my arm accessories. Really nail grip in today, tomorrow, Wednesday. And then we're just gonna try to have a good week, man. So please like, share, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. YouTube videos are back, and we're gonna kick some ass.